are we not going to talk about it? I have a right. You have to work on reunification before you take my son.
What charge? On what charge?
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal.
So, can you just put your hands on the roof for me?
Hello guys, our fight against lawlessness and my fight against being able to release videos on YouTube continues. That's why every view and like is important to me. As always, I ask for your support and I promise to please you with the best content. Let's get started.
Why are we not going to talk about it? I have a right. You have to work on reunification before you take my son. Isaiah, are you in danger?
No.
Do you have a safe place to be?
Yeah.
Do you feel safer here than you did in that parking lot?
Yes.
He did. They are abusing my son. They're kidnapping my son. No. I have a freedom of speech. I have contacted you guys for harassment, and now the CPS is here to take my son. No. Where's Kim? I need Kim.
Kayla, listen to me, okay?
Why are you here to take my son? He's not in my custody. Call Kim, please. Kim has custody of him. She took guardianship of him yesterday. Yes, she does.
Of course, there is a lot of emotion in this video, and I don't know how I would behave in a situation where they wanna take the child away. But what bothers me about this whole thing is that the cops aren't trying to help the child. Their only goal is to take him away. Even the boy himself says he's not in any danger. What do you think about that?
I gave her guardianship. Yes, I did. I swear to God. As soon as they said they were going to call police on me, they called me. Isaiah, do not go with them. Isaiah, please don't go with them.
Are you just gonna yell?
Please don't take my son. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Gonna keep yelling?
You're gonna get a chance to go to court.
What? But no, you guys have to work. There's a legal paperwork saying as soon as I get here, you do they have permission? You can't put your hands on him? Good. Isaiah, don't go. Heather, call the Colombian.
But on the other hand, children need to be prepared from childhood that cops can make any situation worse. If you think this is not the case, I recommend watching the following video.
How you doing, sir? How you doing, man? You have your driver's license vehicle information on you? What's going on? I'd be happy to tell you once I see who I'm talking to, alright? I need you to let me know, like, what's going on, like, what happened? Like I said, I'd be happy to tell you once I see information. I'm not giving you my information until you tell me what you pulling me over for. Failure to give me my information is a arrestable offense, okay? So you can either do this the easy way or the hard way, alright? I need to know what you're pulling me over for. I'm going to tell you once I see information, alright? I got information, but I'm not giving you my information until you tell me what you put. Here's the deal. Either give me your ID or you go to jail. Detail 5 radio. I'll be on a stop, entrance to the parks. You send me another car. And cooperative action. My tag's expired. My lights off. I'd be happy to tell you, sir. Are you a lawyer, sir? Because to be honest with you, I have a right to remain silent, right? So I could just sit here and ignore you.
It would seem that the driver just wants to know why he's been asked for his ID. Is this some kind of strange question? But the cop's ego is hurt because, in his opinion, everyone should do as he wants.
No, you can't, sir. I don't answer any questions. Okay, well, it's going to turn out very poorly for you. It's fine, but you're not telling me what's going on, and that ain't right. I'm going to tell you what the deal is. You're probably suspended, so you don't want to give me your license. Here's the deal. For all I know, you could be trying to kill me right now. You're absolutely ridiculous, all right? I don't care. All right, step out of the car. It's been 2 minutes. I'm not stepping out the car until you tell me what's going on. All right, open the door. You got to let me know what's going on, man. You're going to jail is what's going on. For what? You ain't... What charges? On what charges? Wow. Get out of the car now.
But this cop didn't even surprise me. This jackass not only doesn't care about other people's lives, he doesn't even think about himself. Look again, He almost got hit by a car.
For what? You ain't. What charges? On what charges? Wow.
But the sad thing is that this cop wasn't even fired. The police department just said they would investigate. I guess the standard answer is to get them off their backs.
Get out of the car, man. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Let me get out of the car. Okay, get out. Get out of the car. You ain't getting out of the car. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. On the ground. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Get up. Get your knees up. Right in, look up. 1, 2, 3, get up. Come on, right back here.
So, we saw that the cops don't care about the people around them, or even about themselves. What's next? Maybe the cops will attack other cops? You're about to find out.
Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
I'm a federal agent.
9171 103.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground.
I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward.
You didn't ask for it.
He is at 335.
Get on the ground. We'll figure it out.
On that 10-8.
Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than it is?
Listen, I'm not getting on.
I have no problem making this.
I just want to see if anybody's in for responsible.
You're the one overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here who doesn't have ID.
No kidding, because she doesn't want to open it.
Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are.
It ain't happening.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Isn't it great when law enforcement officers yell at each other and try to figure out who's cooler? It's better for them to be ego boosters amongst themselves rather than using peaceful people.
Do you find I think I'm a police officer or something? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are? Get on the ground!
I'm not getting on it.
Chopper things.
I'm not getting on it.
91.7, I'm pulling up.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist! Keep your hands up!
Dude, why would I have an O-leg shit?
Get your hands up!
Sir! Don't
Get on the
face
ground!
down, on the ground. Face down now!
Now!
Face down!
You guys are making a big mistake.
You are the one making a mistake!
Gentlemen, face down now! All the way down! All the way!
Left.
And we're gonna put your arm on your back.
Wait a second.
Do not resist!
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a
No,
moron!
Wait a second.
Wait a second! Wait a second! Don't do this! Wait a second! I got a medical condition! Get my license out of my pocket!
We're getting you secured first!
Please, wait! No, whoa!
Just look at the shock of a federal agent lying on the ground, and I can't sympathize with him because hundreds of Americans lie on the ground the same way every day.
Hold on, I'm hyperventilating.
Please! Wait, please, sir. I'm not.
Stop resisting.
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left pocket?
Stop.
I'm begging you. Sir, please get my federal creds.
Get your taser out, Dylan.
No, don't do that, please. It's in my goddamn
Sit up.
shoulder, my
Sit up.
creds.
Let him sit up.
I showed her my goddamn creds, for Christ's sake.
And if anyone still doubts that ordinary people lie like this on the ground every day, then see for yourself. Here's another proof.
Okay, I got it. Just stop. Stop fighting it, okay? Look at me.
Here's the receipt, bro. Read it, dumbass. Get on me. Read my receipt. Read it. Read my receipt. Is this supposed to hurt me? No. You're
Dayton, please.
Are you reading my receipt?
Dayton.
Get the off me.
Dayton, please.
Can you have him read the receipt?
He's not doing nothing wrong, officer. Dayton, stop. Dayton, put your hands behind your back.
Okay, calm down, I will.
Dayton, do it. Just do it, Dayton.
Okay.
He didn't do that. He didn't steal nothing.
As you can imagine, this man is accused of theft, but listen to how many times he asked to check his receipt. Of course, the cops don't need to. If they check the receipt and make sure he didn't steal anything, then there is no jumping out at this man.
Why was he accused? Why was he accused? He had no reason to be. So he has to prove his innocence before they prove he's guilty.
What are you doing?
So the burden of innocence.
Oh my God! Read the receipt, bro. No, I'm not. I didn't break no law.
So the law is burden on innocent and not burden of guilt.
Make sure it's on the floor.
I'm not getting next to these. They'll throw me down like that.
Make sure you get his receipt. Okay. It's on the floor.
Hey, there's his receipt that he got accused of stealing. Look, she handed him the receipt, so he can't say that he stole it.
He was sitting next to me.
So he has to prove his innocence before he's proven guilty?
Look at the shock of people around here. Even they tell the cops to look at the receipt. But apparently, these guys just really wanted to be YouTube stars.
They asked him for a receipt. He just walked out from paying for it, and they threw him around.
That's not fucking receipt. That's not fucking right. That's not
He
He was standing next to me. Look at the fucking camera. What's the fucking problem?
They,
The guy who was the police officer, he was on his phone the entire fucking time. As soon as the guy walked out, he jumped, he ran, and he fucking tackled him into the thing. And he was like, you didn't pay, you didn't show your receipt. It's in my pocket.
Is everyone here okay though?
yeah, that's my nephew, man.
That's your nephew?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's out here he came up here to help me jump my truck.
Okay.
And he comes up here and gets treated like this.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry, not you, but this is why law enforcement gets treated like this. Because we get treated like this.
We're gonna look at you, okay?
Hey, the Constitution doesn't say you got the burden of proof. You guys have the burden of proof.
And in the next video, I won't defend the cops, but I have a criticize LuckLuster channel, which you probably know.
3 weeks ago, on his channel, there was a video of cops forcibly arresting a teenager. I certainly don't approve of that, but there are several factors to consider that LuckLuster doesn't talk about. First of all, he only shows a few seconds of the car passing the intersection and doesn't show the moment the car turns. I can assume that's when the driver almost hit the pedestrian. Otherwise, the cops would have started their chase earlier.
Can I call my mom? This is her vehicle.
Yeah, you can provide digital copy of the insurance, but the registration needs to be provided. There was somebody in the crosswalk and you almost hit him. You're driving a vehicle and you're required to give me your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance. Okay? Those three things are required. If you don't provide those things, you'll be placed in custody.
After this YouTube video, a Cody police officer was put on paid administrative leave. The viral on-camera video showed that the officer used force during a traffic stop on a minor who was driving. According to Police Chief Chuck Baker, the department launched an internal investigation after receiving a formal complaint from a member of the public about 2 weeks ago. LuckLuster also says in his video that the charges against the juvenile were dropped because the officer filed a false report, but that doesn't ring true. In fact, the Park County Prosecutor's Office dismissed the charges for procedural reasons.
When you don't do what you're told, this is what happens. He almost hit somebody in the crosswalk right here at the courthouse. The dude had to stop and like back up for him to go through, and then he wheels in here and I stop him. He doesn't have a license either.
And you ask me, why did I choose to break this case down? The fact is that this guy had marijuana in his car, even though he denied it in the video. You may notice that he was in the car with 2 young ladies. What do you think the 3 teenagers were doing when their parents aren't around, but they have illegal substances?
What was your reason for pulling him over?
Huh?
What was your reason for pulling him over?
Failure to yield to a pedestrian.
Who did it? Stetson?
Yes.
Stetson follows this kid all the time.
Okay.
That's perception, but that's
Oh, I
what's
know.
going on
I
right
have
now.
witnesses that have been in the car with him and since then followed him for miles down Bighorn Avenue for no reason whatsoever.
Okay. I need you to step back from the car. Don't step forward towards the
Can I
car,
see my
please.
kid?
Not right now. Okay.
Yes, on this channel we criticize cops, but that should only be done after understanding the situation and only when they are clearly wrong. Or we should show the situation and let people discuss it in the comments, not substitute facts. I'm against cops using force during an arrest, as these guys did. But I'm also against drunk teenagers driving around on the streets, and there's no telling what that could lead to. And I advise our viewers to always check the accuracy of the information.
But I still think LuckLuster is doing the right thing, and he probably rushed the release, but definitely doing the wrong thing by the cop in the following video, who goes to work drunk.
Why is it all yellow? It's all good. Hey, Officer Oscar, why don't we come back out here real quick? Come back here, boss man. It's all good.
Hey, man. So, can you just put your hands on the roof for me? I'm going to remove your gun, okay? You got any other weapons?
No, but I'm prone to seizures. You're prone to seizures? Okay, I'll turn my lights off real quick for you, alright?
I'm going to put this in my car for the duration of this encounter, okay? Watch the...
Something like top heavy, you almost fell, so I wanted to sit you down in the grass, okay? So
sit him in the back of the car.
I think this cop is an actor who doesn't have an Oscar. Look at him rubbing his eyes and pretending to feel bad. Maybe he is, but maybe he shouldn't have been drinking beer on the job.
You want to sit in the back of my car where there's AC? You're not in trouble.
Listen, do you need EMS or no?
No.
If you're acting like this way, I'd rather them come
Here.
and make sure you're okay.
Let's sit in the back where there's AC. Alright, you're not in trouble. That way.
No, I know. I'm just trying to...
Can you have EMS en route? He can't even stand properly. He keeps falling.
You guys see it? This guy was from Lowe's in Mount Dora, all the way around a couple of blocks here, Center Street and whatever the other street is.
I will give him a call back in a minute. I'm speaking because playing again.
Yeah, Center Street and Firewood.
Yes, sir.
All over the road, stopping in the middle of the street, off the road, running stop signs, a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
With this guy. And I tried to call the Popka PD, of course, they said they closed. So we just called 911, I guess, and went to you guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure other people was probably calling me.
Okay.
But,
yeah, we got a call.
Yeah, he could be having a medical condition, but
maybe this couple was able to save someone's life by their call. You know how sober cops behave. And in this case, a drunk, armed cop went to work.
He was asleep. We passed by his car. He was asleep.
He was asleep?
When
did you pass by his car?
Right over here at Center and Firewood.
Okay. Alright, what's your name, man?
Officer Mayorga.
Do you have a business card, sir?
Yes.
I'm Corporal Steele, by the way, man. Oh, is this your ID? No.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's not ID. Alright, I'm gonna hand these back to you, because I don't know. Oh, that's your ID.
Keep stumbling.
Do you smell anything?
Yeah. And there's a
What do
beer.
you smell?
Okay.
I'm just making sure. What type of beer can?
He said it was in a center console when he first got there. It was...
Hey, man, just sit down.
Hey, sit down, sir.
We're just having EMS come check you out.
He moved the beer can, because when I
What
got
type
there...
of beer can was it?
Hold on. He moved it, put it in between the seat. So I looked in there, I saw it, I grabbed it, and it's a 7.5% alcohol. Some kind of ale. I don't know. It's like a... it's better to be honest. In our profession,
I took a lot of...
The most amazing thing is how politely the cops treat him. Imagine what would have happened if it wasn't the same guy in a blue uniform driving the car, but an ordinary man. I think he'd be on the ground in handcuffs by now.
Benadryl?
listen, in our profession, you know it's best to be honest, right?
No, I know. Okay. No, I know. I took the Benadryls.
There is a open container of alcohol in your vehicle. Have you been drinking at all today?
No, that's maybe 3 days old.
Okay. I smell the alcohol coming from your breath.
Okay.
Are you willing to perform standard field sobriety exercises? EMS is going to come check you out, and if you have to go to the hospital, then we'll go from there, okay?
No, again, I took 3 Benadryls.
You took 3 Benadryls? What time?
Maybe less than 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago?
If you were going into work, why would you take Benadryl, man? You know Benadryls make people sleepy.
I was trying to go to sleep.
You missed your shift?
Are you scheduled to work today?
No, he should definitely get an Oscar. A cop who uses drugs and alcohol and refuses to take a field sobriety test. If he really hopes to get away with his acting, maybe he should go to Hollywood?
You see where we're coming from, man? You're not making any sense.
No, I do. Do you mind hitting me in the back of your chest?
No, man. You want to take all your stuff off? It might be better for you to take your vest off.
Hey, Oscar. Can I call you Oscar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and take your belt off, please? We'll take everything, and everything will be in your car. Do you have your keys to your car, too? Alright, I got it, man. Watch your radio. Is this a button on top?
Yeah.
Do you want to take your vest off, too?
No, I'll leave it on.
Okay.
Over here?
EMS is right here.
Alright.
Hey, just go
It's
careful.
all good. We can just sit down.
If you guys can take care of me right now, I wouldn't mind.
Well, we can't really, treat
The only good news is that this cop was handcuffed after all, and I hope he doesn't get away with it. After all the stories today, though, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw more of this cop.
If you guys could just pretty much check me out.
Is there anybody in the car that can come get you?
My mom.
The sergeant's on his way. Oh, okay.
10 minutes.
Hang on 1 second. So you already explained everything to him?
Sir, I already know what 1015 means.
He said he's refusing standard field sobriety exercises. He's going to refuse to go to the hospital.
Alright.
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
Listen.
Well, hey, we're gonna detain you and we're gonna figure it out, okay? Go ahead. Don't get a resistance charge.
No. Of course not. No, of course not.
Put your hands like you're praying.
Yeah.
Friends, write your opinions in the comments. I think we have a lot to discuss. I promise that I will read every comment, and all original videos will be uncensored on my second channel, TPC exclusive.
Let's walk back this way.
Yeah.
42 is his driver's detained right now. Just take a seat for me.
Yeah.
These are his personal. I'm gonna set them on your driver's and passenger seat.
Just gotta stick in my pocket right here. The air gets back there.
I appreciate you taking this, man.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Yeah, but something like this.
Might be a lot for
you need to
52.
take. Yeah. Well, because you got more experience than you got. Plus, you got the DUI stuff.
He said, I can't believe he makes Benadryl and alcohol.
I don't.